Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Malik Khalid alias Captain Soil. I live in Casablanca in Morocco. I am a volunteer with Isha Yoga Center in India to support the Safe Soil movement. Because top scientists are saying that today desertification is growing in the world at an alarming speed. Every 5 seconds the surface area of a soccer pitch on agricultural land becomes sand. At this pace we only have 40 to 50 years left of agricultural soil, then there will be a global food crisis. To mitigate this issue, Sadhguru launched the Safe Soil movement and made policies that need to be signed and adopted by all countries of the world. These policies call for a minimum of 3 to 6% of organic matter in the soil to ensure people's good health. I do challenges to support this movement and raise people's awareness about this topic. I've started recently a new challenge which consists every day at 6 a.m. for 365 days. I can't keep up with the 6 a.m. to now. Actually it is approximately it's 10 to 7 because my body is getting tired over time, and today I woke up hardly. I feel very heavy on the body, and today is the 46th day. So are you ready, guys? Let's do this again. Save soil, let's make it happen. 52% of agricultural soils in the world are already degraded. They're already in the desertification stage. Desertification means, or a land is considered desert when the level of organic matter in it is below 1%, which is the case of most lands here in Africa, here in Morocco and in Africa. For example, France has soil which is 1.5% of organic matter. They're approaching desertification, and they have signed the safe soil policies, but most of the developed countries have signed the safe soil policies, even though their lands are not in the desertification stage yet, but they are mitigating the problem. And here in Morocco, even though we have a desertification process happening in our lands, we haven't yet signed the safe soil policies. What's the difference between the developed countries and the underdeveloped countries is that it's the citizens, the people. French people have done some walkathons. They gathered, they wore safe soil clothes, and they showed to the governments that they're aware of the dangers of desertification, because desertification leads to 6 global issues: 1, food crisis; 2, water scarcity; 3, loss of biodiversity; 4, climate change; 5, loss of livelihood; and 6, conflicts and migrations. These 6 global issues will only get worse over time, and when it will hit hard on people, on the children, on future generations. Now scientists are saying that we are eating the food of the unborn children. This is why these citizens have stood up and spoke and showed to their governments that they're aware, they're conscious of the dangers coming. Food wars are coming. We are beginning to listen to, in the news, to the food wars. It's the people who can do the difference. The difference will not come from the leaders from above, because there are something called the hidden societies, the lobbies, such as the Illuminati, the Freemason and Yale, and these supposed leaders of the underdeveloped countries. They're not actually leaders, they're followers. They're following the orders of the lobbies. So they will never say save soil and make the policies, because it's against the agenda of the lobbies. The lobbies have other plans for us, for humanity. Plans such as the pandemic. Coronavirus is a man-made virus. And the vaccine was destined to block the DNA activation, because in humanity, less than 10% of our DNA is activated, and more than 90% is still dormant. And there are hidden powers there in you, in your DNA, waiting for you to raise your frequency and vibration so that you can access them. The Safe Soil movement will help you to raise your vibration and access some of your hidden powers. You will become more aware, more conscious. You will see the matrix as it is. And the lobbies don't want you to see the matrix as it is, because you will be empowered. You will now begin to speak like me. You will see the truths and the lies, and you will start seeking your power and seeking your righteousness, your rights. Because as the Canadian coach of personal development, Bob Proctor, said in his book, he has a book called You Were Born Rich. Yes, you are. You were born rich, but now you're living in misery and poverty because your richness has been stolen by the lobbies, by the members of the hidden societies. They have stolen your richness, and your wealth. They have hijacked your imagination, your power of creation, so that you create a life of misery by putting in your head limiting beliefs and ideas of scarcity. So now, the safe soil policies, as I said, will not be implemented by the leaders, and we are still waiting for the leaders to make the change in our lives. The change will come from the citizens, from us. We are the change that we were waiting for so many years. If you don't change the things in your life that are bothering you, nobody will come and save you and change them for you. You have a job to do. You have to take care of yourself. You have a paradigm, and most people are under the hypnosis of the negative paradigm. You have a paradigm to change. Nobody has ever started at the top. We've all been programmed by the same old programming, life-sucking negative program of this matrix, this satanic matrix. But know that life comes with seasons. There is a season to sow, and there is a season to reap. And now we are reaping what they have sown in our minds. But why the mind? The mind is the most powerful weapon on this planet. Your mind. Because you have the power to create. You were not sent here to be a slave. You were sent here on this planet to be a co-creator, to create your life, to design it the way you want, and not to live according to somebody else's agendas. Like now, most people are still asleep. Their eyes are open, but they're asleep. They don't see the matrix. They don't see the chains of the matrix. Before, in the time of slavery, we could see chains, iron chains, on people's hands and legs. And now, you might say, where are the chains? The chains have become invisible because it's the modern slavery system. The chains are in our heads now, by having limiting beliefs, by having ideas of scarcity. Because you must know, these folks the lobbies, they have studied us. They know you more than you know yourself. They know who you are. Most people are ignorant of who they are. You are not this body. You are not this mind. Your mind and your body is like your phone. It's your body. It's not you. It's your mind. It's not you. Your body is an accumulation of foods that you have eaten. Your mind is an accumulation of information that have implemented over your mind over the time. So, who are you? You are a presence, you are a consciousness, you are a soul. The soul comes from God. You were created in God's image to be here in this planet to co-create a life that you want and not to live according to somebody else's agendas. Because if you don't have a dream, a vision, goals, you will be exploited by those who have them in this capitalist system. They will have no mercy for you. As Dolly Parton said in one of her songs, it's all taken and no giving. They will give you nothing. This is the nature of this matrix. Who is going to change this? It's you, my friend. It sounds heavy, but it's the truth. By changing the way you think, now you are tolerating so much misery in your life. Why is this? Because you have been programmed to be negative. You have negative ideas about yourself. Most people think that they think by themselves. They do not. They're just following a program. They're under the hypnosis of the paradigm. The matrix is not created by the lobbies, the hidden societies. It's created by the people. The people are, most people have beaten the bait. They still continue in the old system, the modern slavery system, the rat race, the 9-to-5 job. This should change. Most people, because people have two superpowers, the power of speech and the power of choice. But when you are under hypnosis of the paradigm, you are unconscious really. You're not aware, you're not conscious to choose by yourself. And what you speak and what you say and what you choose, it's what has been programmed in your mind. So you don't have these superpowers. This is why I said your imagination has been hijacked by the matrix. I will explain more about your power to know what you are, who you are, and what you got. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, what lies behind you and what lies in front of you are actually tiny matters to what lies within you. He's saying that what's within you is bigger than the world, than the universe. Can you believe this? And what's within you? Jesus Christ answered this question. He said, the kingdom of God is within you. You have the kingdom of the Most High, the most powerful entity in this whole existence within you. You are amazing, my friend. You are extremely powerful, extremely clear, extremely amazing. You have hidden powers in you. Napoleon Hill, the writer who wrote the book Think and Grow Rich, said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, regardless of anything. We don't care. But if we're talking of something impossible, nothing is impossible for that who believe. For the one who believes, nothing is impossible. Because you create what you believe. Sadhguru said, what is possible and what is not possible is not your business. It is nature's business. What is your business is to strive for what you want. I'm not saying that it's easy. I said it's possible. And if you're searching for some inspiration, there is a movie called Soul Surfer. And she said, it is the story of a surfer girl, surfer teenager, who was attacked by a shark. A shark bites her arm. She became handicapped without arm. And she faced challenges to compete again in surfing. Her father said to her, it's not easy. She said, I don't need easy, I just need possible. This is exactly what's the case with your dreams. They will not be easy to achieve, but they are possible. Possibility, you must know that between possibility, the dream, and reality, where you are right now, there is a distance to walk. You must walk the distance. Do you have what it takes to walk the distance? Because being successful in this matrix is not given to everybody. It's not easy. If that was the case, everybody would be successful. You need to change the paradigm. You need to work hard on yourself. You need to reprogram this negative narrative implemented on you by the matrix. There is a lot of work to do, a lot of sacrifices. As the American coach of personal development, Les Brown, said, in order for you to have something that others don't have, you must be willing to do the things that others are not willing to do. Sacrifices. You sacrifice your time, pleasure in life, to know yourself more, self-discovery, self-mastery, and to work hard on yourself. Okay. Now, but here is the best quote. It's by Albert Einstein. He said, imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. What is life's coming attractions? It is what you attract to yourself. What is this? It is the future. Most people think that the future is something, a noun, something that belongs to God. Yes, it belongs to God, but not God only. You too have your word to say about it. Have something to say about it. So now, your future is in your imagination. We can say it differently. Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It is the preview of your future. Your future is in your imagination. So now, if I want to control your future, your life, your destiny, what do I have to do? All I have to do is to control what's in your imagination. I have to put some things in your imaginations. You must know that we think in terms of pictures. So, to control your future, if I was the lobbies, the hidden societies. If I was the Illuminati, the Freemason and Yale, I would program you through the media by showing you, even if you are not living in a war zone, I will show you every day pictures of people injured at war with blood and suffering and crying, so that I keep you in the lower vibrations. And when you close your eyes to imagine, to use your superpower of imagination, the power to create your life, you will only see these miserable and negative pictures, and your future will be like these pictures. You might even manifest the war from the television to your reality. This is dangerous to be. This is a dangerous place to be. These are dangerous things to have in mind. You need to change this. Stop watching the news. They're there to infuse fear in you, to keep you stuck in this matrix. You must understand something, that the lobbies in the world are thriving when people are miserable and negative. The first big industries in the world are, the first one is armaments. It's the military, the weaponry industry. When the first industry in the world is weapons and armaments, how can the world know peace? This means that we will never have peace in this planet, on this planet. There will be only wars and sufferings. The first top researchers, scientific researchers, go directly to the military. They're still seeking how to kill people. Top scientific researchers must not keep going to the military. They must go to healthcare. They must go to education. They must go to seek how to improve people's lives and not how to destroy lives. We've had enough of wars during the First and the Second World War. We don't need a third world war. As Bob Marley said in one of his songs, we don't need more trouble. What we need is love. This is not everything. This shows the case of humanity today. That we are filled with resentment, jealousy, hatred towards ourselves and others. We are violent. To see the wars. We're still having wars on this planet. But no wonder why, because when your kids are playing all the day with games of war, it's natural that when they grow up, they go to the next level. They were practicing as children how to kill in these games. When they grow up, they only go to the next level by applying what they have learned over the years, which is killing people for real. This is why the wars. This is not everything. The first is war. The first biggest industries in the world are the weaponry. The second is alcohol and cigarettes. The third is big pharma, the industry of medicines. This shows that humanity have hit the rock bottom. We are full of hatred. We are violent. We are absent, unaware, unconscious, intoxicated, and we are physically and mentally ill. And the fourth thing is, it's the use of the internet. The most watched things on the internet are the porn websites, because they're free. You're not living in heaven. You are living in a 3D matrix. It's a life negative sucking matrix. When you see something free, Here, it's a trap. Nothing is free here. If you see something free, know that you are the product. Free porn websites are not there to give you pleasure. They're there to destroy your lives. Because, as Napoleon Hill said in his book Think and Grow Rich, he talked about the transmutation of sexual energy. For the body to produce the sexual energy, they cost the most. And when you keep masturbating or fornicating and losing these vital energies, the body has to replace them, and you're wasting too much energy to create the sexual energies. It's more than the heart cells or the brain cells. They cost a lot of energy because they are powerful. They have the power to create a new human being. But what happens when you keep this energy into your body? Now we're talking. This is what Napoleon Hill meant when he said the transmutation of sexual energy, because this energy has the power to create. If it's not used to create a human being, it will go up to your head and inspire you by giving you ideas and motivation and inspiration to start creating something new in your life. Now, and you will notice that you will become more courageous also. You will create something new. Maybe a Facebook page, a TikTok account, a Facebook account, a YouTube channel, a Snapchat account, a website, and start working for yourself and start doing these small tries. You will try to break free from this matrix. This is what you need to do. So, stop watching these things and know that to help you to master your impulses and sexual desires, fasting can help, because there is a relationship between the tongue and sexual organs. When you fast, when you stop eating, when you do the intermittent fasting, this will help you to control your desires, your sexual desires. It's possible. Don't give up. It's possible. Everything is based on practice. There is no secret. If you ask me if you want my opinion, I would say that there is no successful person and a failure person. There is a trained person and there is an untrained person. If I train you to become successful and doing businesses, you will start improving and become successful over time. If you train to be a failure, you will become a failure, because anyway you are an achiever. As I said in the beginning, you achieve anything you believe. And now we are under the hypnosis of the paradigm of the matrix, which is a common paradigm in the world. It's a paradigm of failure. And because we are achievers and we achieve anything we believe, we have believed that we are failures, so now we are failures. Now, to become successful, all we have to do is to change our beliefs from failure to successful by doing some self-programming things and become aware of ourselves. So, know that nobody has ever started at the top. We've all been programmed by the same matrix. We've all received the same programming. But some folks have broke free from this matrix, and they're living in the financial freedom These people are the proof that it's possible. It's possible for you to break free from this matrix and to say goodbye to the modern slavery system. But you need to do the work, which is to reprogram your subconscious mind. You need to know that life happens by seasons. There is a season to sow, and there is a season to reap. And right now, we are reaping what they have sown in our minds, in our paradigm, in our subconscious minds, which is ideas of scarcity and poverty and hatred and misery. Now you need to reprogram yourself by replacing the negative ideas by positive ideas. Don't underestimate the small habits, positive habits and positive ideas. They might be small, but they're mighty. So, know that nobody has ever started at the top. And as Confucius said, it doesn't matter how slowly you go, as long as you don't stop. The most important thing here, the key, the secret, is to never give up. And as Brigitte Nicole said, when you're tired by life, learn how to rest and not how to quit. Sadhguru said, giving up is not an option because it is a brief life. Yes, it is a brief life. It may seem long, but it's brief. And you can do this. The most important thing to do is to start the self-programming work, and then to keep it, to continue doing the job. Day in and day out. The small habits are the key. For example, let's say you smoke cigarettes and you want to stop smoking and starting going to gym and reading business books. These are big changes in life. You might say, I can't do this. But start with the baby steps, as Napoleon Hill said. The small steps of change. Don't think of everything or just to change everything at once. Just then think about replacing one negative habit by one positive habit. For example, you may say, I will stop watching the news. Simple. Just stop watching the news. No more news. No more negative informations coming into your head. No more feeding the old matrix. Now you are trying to build the new matrix of positivity. When you stop watching the news, now you replace watching the news by watching podcasts about personal development. You start hearing coaches of personal development speaking about how to improve your life, and you might get inspired. From stopping watching the news, you will now go to the next level, which is to stop smoking. Positive habits make room for other positive habits. When you stop watching the news and stop smoking, now you will go to the next level, which is going to gym, to train your body, to do some sports. These two positive habits have made room for other positive habits to take place in your life. Now you stopped watching the news, you stopped smoking cigarettes, you started going to the gym. The next level is to start reading business books. And by doing so, by doing these positive small habits, baby steps, one day you will find yourself in a completely different environment and dimension. This is how change happens. It's possible, but it's not easy. And you must not say, you must say, as the soul surfer, you must say, I don't need easy, I just need possible. Now that we have discussed about the big industries and the use of time, you must use the resources that you have. Don't wait for things to be perfect to start, because they will never be. The right circumstances that you may think in your mind will never align all together to allow you to do the things that you want. You must find the courage, the inspiration and the power, the energy to work in your environment. As they say, you are not a tree to be in if you are in a toxic or negative environment. Try to change it. But if you can't, try to relocate or to move from that toxic environment, then you have to work in it. You will have to start there, right there, where you are. Don't wait for things to become perfect and then you begin to change, because perfection doesn't exist. We are not perfect and we will never be. Only God is perfect. We are humans. We are full of flaws. As Sadhguru said, do not try to be the best. Just do your best. This is not about becoming better than somebody else. This is not about comparing yourself to others. Don't ever compare yourself to anybody. The only person that you should compare yourself to is today, is yourself of yesterday. If yesterday you walked 1 minute, today try to walk 2 minutes, tomorrow try to walk 3 minutes, and so on. If you can't run for 5 minutes, you only run for 4 minutes. Try to run for 5 minutes. Keep improving yourself slowly but surely every day. This is the key to progress, and over time, if you keep it, over time, you will find yourself so much better than your beginnings. This is the only way to get progress in life and to improve your life. The goal is to reach your best version and not to be living in a box and thinking inside of the box. To think inside of the box is to think according to the paradigm of the matrix. Now you need to break free from the invisible chains. The chains have become in the mind, the limiting beliefs that's making us believe that we cannot do any change in the world, that we believe that change can only happen from above of the society, the leaders. No, I'm here to tell you that change can come from you. You have the potential to change the whole world by your choices and actions. It depends on what you choose, how you think. Everything is related to everything. You might say, you go to the supermarket, for example, you have the choice between buying cigarettes or buying fruits, for example. You say, if you buy cigarettes, you may inspire another person who was hesitating to buy cigarettes too. Some friends here are welcoming me. Shh. I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky. They scared me. I didn't saw them. But this is the funny thing in the matrix. Because animals are programmed in the same matrix. Animals are smart, intelligent. Their intelligent dogs are intelligent animals. And they have the impression of the environment and humans. If their owner is kind, they are kind. If their owner is wicked, they are wicked. I'm not talking about these dogs. These dogs are doing a great job. They're for security. They're watching this place, this area. I am a stranger here, so they're doing their jobs. They're great. I'm talking about pets in general. So where were we? I lost the chains of my thoughts. I was talking about the matrix and the positive habits, the replacement of the the negative habits by the positive habits, and starting small. And these small baby steps, as Napoleon Hill called them, they will make room for other positive habits to enter in your life. And this is how you change your whole life, by compensation, by adding positive habits, small habits, to other positive small habits. Then you will have big positive habits, capable now to change your whole life. This is all about control. It's like we're living in the 40s, in the time of Adolf Hitler, the dictator. He has something in his head, he believes in something, and he imposed his beliefs to everybody. This is the matrix. We must know that the controllers of the matrix, the lobbies, the members of the hidden societies, they represent 1% of the global population. At the same time, they hold 99% of the global wealth. So this is a paradox. This is unjust. This matrix is made like this on purpose, because injustice, sorry if I say this wrong, injustice, the absence of justice creates chaos, creates violence, resentment, and chaos, and suffering. As the American coach, the American actor, Denzel Washington said, hurt people hurts people. A healed person will never seek to hurt you. Someone who is really better than you will never try to hurt you or to make you feel sorry or bad about yourself. It's like you seeing a homeless person in the street. You don't think about them at all, you ignore them. Most people here, they ignore the homeless people. You're not jealous of them and say to yourself, look at this guy. He didn't have shoes. You are not jealous. You don't want to be without shoes also. They're hungry in the streets. They're naked. They're barefoot. They don't have a house, a family. You don't become jealous of them and say, look at this person. I wish I can become him. Nobody says this. This is exactly the same. If somebody hates you, becomes jealous of you, and shows you some nastiness and wickedness and some negative emotions, know that they have noticed something wonderful in you that you might not even see about yourself, and they're jealous of you because they think inside of themselves that you are far better than them. And you must know that the devil doesn't attack the weak in this matrix. This matrix is a satanic matrix. It's the work of the devil. So if you are playing in the devil team, the devil won't bother you. You are already doing the negative habits. You're smoking, you're drinking alcohol, you're partying, you're distracting yourself and wasting your time. You're watching porn on YouTube, on websites, and etc. The devil will not attack you because you are not a threat to his work, to his matrix. But if you are a person of God, if you are trying to open people's eyes about this matrix, oh my friend, the devil will come to you. And the devil is Agent Smith. By the way, the actor Keanu Reeves said that the Matrix isn't a movie, it's a documentary, because it reflects the reality. Now, don't choose the easy way. Choose the hard way. The harder the way, the bigger the reward. Don't sell your soul to the devil. Most of these celebrities of Hollywood and pop singers, etc., they have sold their souls to the devil. They are not happy. They are miserable, but they're fake. They're pretending to be happy. They're wearing a mask. They're living by the mask, pretending to be happy and to have a cool life. But in reality, they're miserable. They don't have a cool life. They're suffering a lot. They're prisoners of the Matrix, and they're prisoners of their show. They're prisoners of those who have given them fame and money. And there are some folks like Jim Carrey who have chosen to sacrifice their career and, how to say this, they have spoken about the reality of Hollywood. It's announcing or denouncing what's going on in Hollywood. So they don't call him anymore to do movies. Because he realized that his soul is more important than the fame or the money. Always wanting to have more. This is an endless race. If you enter into the race of having more and more and more, you will never end. This is an endless race. So Jim Carrey knew this and he went away. He didn't want to sacrifice his soul, his happiness anymore for the fame or the money. But others do. And what you don't know is that during these festivals that you assist, when you watch, for example, artists such as Madonna or Rihanna or Taylor Swift, etc., these artists during their concerts, or Lady Gaga, etc., they are doing rituals, satanic rituals on people. People aren't aware of these things. They think that they're just there to have a good time. But it's not just to have a good time. It's more. It's satanic rituals to block blessings and God's blessings, to attract misery and poverty and sufferings to your life. And some people are wondering why their lives changed. All they had to do is to assist to a festival, to a concert. This concert has changed their whole lives. It's because they have assisted to a satanic ritual. You must be aware of these things. You must stop idolating the celebrities. They're not better than you. It's the people who gave them this power. It's you. You must be the celebrity of your life. You must become the top priority in your life. Most people are living in the misery and accepting poor behaviors of toxic people on them because they don't have self-love. And this is the root of change, the root of all evilness. If you want to change your life, this is the exercise that you must practice. It's the Louise's Hay exercise. She distributed mirrors in her seminars to the participants and asked them to look at themselves in the mirror and say, "I love you." She said, make it a habit. Whenever you look at yourself in the mirror, say to yourself, "I love you." I know in the beginning, when you look at yourself in the mirror, the first thing you want to do to yourself is to slap yourself because of the self-hatred. I've been there. And it might be challenging to say, "I love you." Don't begin with "I love you" then. Begin with creating positive relationship with yourself. Start a positive conversation with yourself. You must begin with, "Hey Khalid, how are you today?" "I'm fine, thank you." "And you?" "I'm fine too, thank you." Start doing these conversations with yourself. And over time, after 6 months, for example, then you can go for the next level, which is "I love you." Try to do the baby steps, as Napoleon Hill said. Don't try to have everything at the same time from the beginning, so that you don't get the results and you get discouraged and you stop doing all the positive work. Start by doing the small positive work first and be patient. You know that life happens with seasons. There is a season to sow and there is a season to reap. And right now we are reaping what the Matrix has sown in our minds. It's a negative life-sucking paradigm, and most people are under hypnosis of this paradigm. So now we will begin a new season of sowing the positivity, and in few years we will begin to reap. Are you with me? As Earl Nightingale said, don't give up on your dreams because of the time it will take you to get there. because time will anyway pass. As they say, the best time to start investing is 10 years ago, but you didn't. Then what is the second best time to start investing? It's now. As Warren Buffett said, the best investment you can ever do is the one you do on yourself, because you have a mind, which is the most powerful weapon on this planet. Your mind can give you heaven, or it can give you hell. Right now it's giving us hell because of the matrix. If we change it, we can have the heaven. I thank you guys for your attention, for your time, for being with me. It's been a pleasure here talking to you. Thank you for the follow. I wish you the best and I love you so much. This is Captain Soil speaking. Save soil, let's make it happen. Salute.